meaning every piece of meat on the light is a coward.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 epic fight scenes in animated superhero shows.
Oh yeah? You in what army?
You just had to ask, didn't you?
Let's see if you can handle just one X-Man.
For this list, we're looking at some of the biggest, most iconic, and most memorable animated fights to appear on the small screen. We'll be excluding superhero fights that take place in animated films as they deserve their own list. Please be advised that a spoiler alert is now in effect. Which superhero fight do you think broke the bank? Let us know in the comments below. Now, let's get ready to rumble. Number 20. Everyone vs. Shredder, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As far as season finales go, this series definitely went all out. Shredder threatens to steal Splinter's Hamato essence to complete his nefarious agenda, so it's up to the Turtles in April to save the day. While they may not have had as much luck in their first fight against Shredder, they make one heck of a comeback with a little help from the Hamato ancestors.
Not me! Nope. Wrong. Wrong again.
Surprise!
With their abilities boosted to strong new heights, the Turtles and their allies take turtle power to a whole new level. The amazingly well-animated fight scene leads up to a final clash between two giant ultimate forms that will leave you shell-shocked. Number 19. Static and Gear vs. Ebon and Hotstreak. Static Shock. The tenacious villains are always the most troublesome. After Dakota's Bang Babies start losing their powers, meta-criminals Ebon and Hotstreak acquire a vial of quantum vapor to restore their powers. While they accomplish their goal, the gas works a little too well, and the overexposure fuses them together into a two-headed monster ripped straight out of a nightmare.
Man! It's Ebon and Hotstreak. They must have sucked up so much gas they fused together. Whoa.
Even when their powers are restored, Static and Gear have trouble dealing with the fearsome Ebon Streak. With the combined power of fire and darkness, Ebon Streak easily brushes off the heroes' strongest attacks and even tries to suck them into a black hole. In the end, Static resorts to extreme measures to put an end to his arch nemesis Rampage. At least for the time being. Number 18. Danny Phantom vs. Pariah Dark. Danny Phantom. Leave it to Vlad Plasmius and his power-hungry ambitions to put the fate of two worlds in jeopardy. After trying to steal ancient ghostly artifacts, Vlad reawakens Pariah Dark, the king of ghosts.
Who dares?
Oh, hello. Plasmius. Vlad Plasmius.
The being is so powerful and terrifying that his very presence forces all ghosts into the ghost zone to run for their afterlives. In a last-ditch effort to stop the Ghost King, Danny convinces the other ghosts to fight back against Pariah's forces. When he finally confronts Pariah, Danny evens the playing field using a high-tech battlesuit. The spectral hero puts his life on the line and gives the fight all he's got. Danny's heroic efforts bring Pariah's reign to a permanent end. Number 17. Everyone vs. Apocalypse and his horsemen. X-Men Evolution. It doesn't matter whether you're human or mutant. No one is safe from Apocalypse. After being sealed away for millennia, the villain resumes a plan to evolve humanity into mutants.
I have embraced it and merged with its technology so that I may lead the evolution of the human race.
Apocalypse controls Professor X, Storm, Mystique, and Magneto and transforms them into his four horsemen to accomplish this goal. Outgunned and with the fate of humanity in their hands, the X-Men ally with S.H.I.E.L.D., the Brotherhood, the Acolytes, and New Mutants to attack Apocalypse and his servants. It was hard enough to coordinate an attack on 4 different parts of the globe, but doing so while fighting powerful mutants that Apocalypse has enhanced makes things all the more intense. Thank goodness Rogue had a secret weapon.
You've used us for the last time.
Number 16, Ripjaws vs. Cyber Squids. Ben 10. What starts as a simple joyride at the bottom of the sea quickly becomes an underwater nightmare. While investigating the ocean floor, Ben, Gwen, and their new friend Eddie find themselves under siege by a mysterious pack of cyber squids. Ben quickly transforms into Ripjaws, who excels in underwater combat. He proudly lives up to his namesake while demonstrating superior strength and speed. While Ripjaws doesn't get the chance to shine compared to some of Ben's other aliens, it's moments like this where he can unleash his full potential. Seeing Ripjaw make quick work of the squids reminds us of how powerful and terrifying he can be.
Where'd that thing come from? Relax. Looks like he's on our side.
At least until the Omnitrix times out and he's human again. Number 15, the Titans versus the Brotherhood of Evil, Teen Titans. When the Brotherhood of Evil hunts down and traps young heroes, the Teen Titans fight back by assembling pockets of resistance. Even Beast Boy, who is essentially the Titans' goofy younger brother, steps up and leads his own team to attack the Brotherhood.
I think we can take them.
I think you are correct.
While the Green Teen Titan and his team are quickly overwhelmed, his actions allow his allies to launch a surprise attack. Once the other heroes are freed, the tide of battle quickly changes and the Titans are finally able to push back against the Brotherhood's forces. It's fantastic watching the heroes whittle the villains down one by one. Who needs the Justice League when you've got these young heroes backing you up?
Master, no!
Number 14, the Team versus the Light and the Reach, Young Justice. Underestimating these young heroes is a recipe for instant defeat. After months of spying and covert operations, the team finally manages to pull one over on the Light and their alien allies, the Reach. During a summit, Aqualad turns the villainous groups against each other while uncovering vital evidence of their activities.
The Light and the Reach deserve each other. Both sides play at being partners. But the Reach believes the Light to be their naive tools of conquest, when in fact, the Light has manipulated the Reach from day one.
The Reach doesn't react well to this deception, and the meeting devolves into chaos. The heroes take advantage of their enemies' confusion and launch one surprise attack after another against the villains. Considering how often the Light deceived the good guys, watching the team get a major victory over the organization was satisfying. It's almost as great as watching Aqualad finally defeat his father and rejoin the team.
I believe that was fairly ruthless, Father.
Number 13, the Symbiote versus the Sinister Six, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Considered one of Marvel's best animated series, The Spectacular Spider-Man is well known for exploring mature themes, its amazing animation, and a ton of impressive fights. We still love watching the clash between Spider-Man and Venom.
You ensnared another human being? Someone better suited to our gifts. And to our mission, destroying you for rejecting us.
Another equally impressive fight is the Webhead's battle against the Sinister Six, or more accurately, between the Sinister Six and the Symbiote. After taking control of Spider-Man's body, the Symbiote takes it on a joyride to subdue the Sinister Six. The Symbiote is initially overwhelmed by the villain's superior numbers. However, it quickly adapts and easily keeps up with the Six while picking them off one by one. The suit emerges victorious in the end. Luckily, it's stopped by police before it takes things too far.
Spider-Man, stop! It's over!
Number 12, Batman and Robin versus Gotham's Rogues Gallery, the Batman. Watching Batman take down each member of his Rogues Gallery is awesome enough, but seeing him take down all at once is pure epicness. After foiling the plans of Vigilante Rumor to wipe out all of Gotham's criminals, Batman faces yet another challenge. All the villains are accidentally released, and they're eager to get some payback.
Mind if we cut in, Batsy?
You see, there's this nasty little rumor
We'd all like to stomp out!
Despite the odds being against them, Batman and Robin stay true to their moral code and protect Rumor from the rogues. They face down Mr. Freeze, Bane, Poison Ivy, the Joker, and more. Batman and Robin keep their cool as they lay the smackdown on these iconic villains. Not bad for a heroic duo without superpowers. Number 11, Iron Man vs. Doctor Doom. Iron Man Armored Adventures. There's a reason why Doctor Doom is one of the smartest and most powerful villains in the Marvel Universe. Even though Iron Man's armor is highly advanced, Doom's armor is on a whole other level. Inspired by the design and power of the Moccasin rings, Doom's armor can simulate magic and alter the laws of physics. Even the firepower of War Machine's armor and getting crushed by a building barely slows him down. After losing the first fight, Iron Man and War Machine challenge him to a rematch, but just barely survive. If it weren't for the timely arrival of S.H.I.E.L.D., things could have ended very poorly.
I can handle Doom.
Our guns aren't on Doom, Iron Man. They're on you.
What?
Von Doom has diplomatic immunity, and he's coming with us right now, back to Latveria.
Number 10, Bruce Wayne vs. Kyoto Ken. Batman the Animated Series. Sometimes the best superhero fights aren't those between people with powers, but rather those between mortal men. After Alfred is kidnapped by Bruce's former martial arts rival, Kyoto Ken, Kyoto challenges him to one final duel. The stakes of their fight are already high enough as they duel amidst an erupting volcano. But to make things worse, Bruce is forced to keep his distance or he could perish from Kyoto's death touch. Fortunately, Batman plans ahead and outsmarts his rival. In the end, despite all the trouble Kyoto caused, Bruce still attempts to save him.
Grab it!
However, Kyoto accepts his demise and spends his final moments acknowledging Bruce as a worthy adversary.
Kyoto! The roll!
Number 9. The Turtles vs. Tengu's Shredder. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Regular Shredder may be scary, but the original is downright terrifying. As a practitioner of the dark arts, Demon Shredder can summon monsters. He can also destroy entire armies and reshape the world into his own chaotic image. Because he is one of the strongest foes the Turtles have ever faced, they're forced to ally with nearly every friend and foe they have in order to stand against him.
The evil that transformed this city is spreading over the world. The entire world. Whether we like it or not, we're all in this together.
Through great pain, sacrifice, and help from a former mentor, the Turtles exceed their limits to fight Demon Shredder on equal footing. And by equal footing, we mean they all turn into dragons and rampage across New York kaiju style. This epic final battle made it easy to see why TMNT fans consider this the series' best season. Number 8. Strange Supreme vs. Doctor Strange. What if?
I spent centuries, sacrificed everything for Christine. And now can you save her? No, Steven.
We can.
After a version of Doctor Strange loses his beloved Christine in a car accident, he absorbs the power of other magical creatures to get strong enough to travel back in time and save her. This Strange Supreme eventually decides to absorb his nicer half to change history.
You can't save her. She's dead.
His sinister decision sparks an intense and emotional battle between two sorcerers. Each of their spells is beautifully animated, fluid, and distinct. The fight also features both wondrous mystical imagery and visceral hand-to-hand combat. And having their two sentient capes fight each other was a fantastic touch. Although the shocking outcome of their clash is a downer, this magical battle was a definite highlight of the episode.
You can't do this.
But we must.
Number 7. Teen Titans vs. Trigon. Teen Titans. Slade may be the Titans' arch enemy, but he's far from being their most powerful foe. That honor belongs to none other than Trigon.
The Earth is mine!
Essentially DC's version of Satan, Trigon is a godlike entity known for conquering entire worlds. After he uses his daughter Raven to arrive on Earth, the Titans attempt to stop him. but their attempts end in failure without Raven.
Not even a farewell blessing from my daughter can help you. Be gone.
Even when they do find her, Trigon does whatever it takes to ensure his daughter doesn't rise against him. But despite the fact that the odds are stacked against the Titans, they refuse to give up and even work with their nemesis Slade. Their determination inspires Raven to overcome her fear of her father and unlock her true potential. She satisfyingly sends him to Kingdom Come.
Azarath Metreon Xantha!
Number 6. Party Thor versus Captain Marvel. What if?
Party's over, pal.
Yeah, maybe here's a thought. How about you just buzz off?
When Thor's Midgard party gets too out of control, Captain Marvel is brought in to confront the God of Thunder. After their talk becomes violent, these extremely strong heroes demonstrate how powerful they are. Both of them can hit hard enough to send their opponent flying into another country. On top of that, they each have special abilities and equipment that they use in creative ways.
Right with you, just 1 second. There it is. Woo! Let's do this!
The animation perfectly captures the speed and strength of these incredible warriors. While we're still not sure who would win if Captain Marvel and Thor used the full extent of their powers against each other, this fight was still a satisfying showdown between heroes.
You know what you need?
A stiff drink and 2 weeks in Hawaii.
A timeout.
Number 5. Ben Tennyson and Rex Salazar versus the Alpha Nanite, Generator Rex. The Alpha Nanite is yet another example of that fun trend where sentient machines turn against their creators.
I am your Alpha. I came home. You are pleased?
No, not especially.
After escaping from the Null Void, the Alpha Nanite returns to his home dimension and causes mass chaos. It's so formidable that Rex needs to ally with Ben 10 himself to end the madness. Of course, that's easier said than done. After Alpha absorbs billions of nanites and the power of Ben's Ultimatrix, he becomes larger and can transform into mutant versions of Ben's aliens. Alpha also absorbs a major source of Rex's abilities too. Just as all hope seems lost, both heroes combine their powers to defeat Alpha and send him back to the Null Void.
Wow. That's just... wow.
Number 4. The Guardians of the Multiverse versus Ultron. What if?
I can destroy galaxies with a thought. Why won't you die?
Ultron's fight against the Watcher was one of the most unexpected and awesome fights in the series. But the robots starred in a better clash in the Season 1 finale. After Ultron threatens to wreck the multiverse, fighters from different realities assemble to break the bot. Although the machine's incredibly powerful, the warriors stay in the fight thanks to Strange Supreme's magic. All the Guardians show off unique attacks before teaming up to relentlessly hit the robot in a breathtaking sequence that doesn't cut away. And just when you think the bout is over, Ultron starts an entirely new phase of the fight. Featuring epic action, several twists, and an unforgettable conclusion, this battle is a must-see for any Marvel fan.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, that was... could someone explain, please?
Number 3. The Battle Beyond Good and Evil, X-Men the Animated Series. From time travel, a wedding, and even a team-up between Apocalypse and some of the baddest mutants around, the Beyond Good and Evil story arc is filled to the brim with action-packed moments.
Then shall I begin anew, recreating the universe in my own image. A perfect universe where I shall rule unchallenged.
But the most intense battle happens after the X-Men discover Apocalypse's plan to destroy all of time and recreate the universe using the power of kidnapped psychics. Cable, the X-Men, and even Magneto challenge Apocalypse and his horsemen to one final showdown. The stakes couldn't be higher in this all-or-nothing battle.
One man, small and alone, remains, defending the universe. If only he knew. 2 small men, Sinister.
It's no wonder so many people consider this to be the true end of the series.
You will simply cease to exist. The end of time for you.
Number 2. The final battle with Darkseid, Justice League Unlimited. leave it to Lex Luthor and the Legion of Doom to resurrect one of the universe's most evil tyrants.
It seems I have you to thank for my resurrection. Though your world will suffer slowly, I grant you a quick death.
Armed with powerful abilities and a new lease on life, Darkseid vows revenge against Superman and the Earth. The League has no choice but to join forces with Luthor and his Legion to stop the Apocalypse ruler from wrecking the planet. As the League and Legion deal with Darkseid's army, Batman, Superman, and Lex fight Darkseid. Superman holds nothing back and unleashes his full power in an awe-inspiring display to try to end the clash.
What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
But it's still not enough to stop Darkseid. In the end, Lex ends up saving the day by giving Darkseid what he desires most: the anti-life equation.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Invincible and the Guardians versus Battle Beast and supervillain team, Invincible. This fight was so brutal that it broke Invincible.
Who's next?
The powerful heroes try to help criminal enforcer Titan take down Machine Head. Unfortunately, Invincible finds himself on the end of a brutal beating, courtesy of the ruthless Battle Beast. Even when the Guardians of the Globe arrive, Battle Beast shows tremendous strength by easily defeating all of his opponents. But after a few heroes are brutally injured, the rest of the Guardians get a second win. They proceed to decimate Battle Beast's teammates. Fortunately, luck is on the hero's side, as Battle Beast withdraws from the fight. But Thawk only retreats because he sees no honor in defeating weaker opponents. If Battle Beast comes back, Invincible better be ready for one hell of a rematch.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.